Okay, we're back for another league game. I'm on the Feral Druid, Oak and Claw. We did win the die roll, so I'll go first. What do we get? We got a 14, they got a 6. And he's probably playing the Totem Reanimator list. Made a long time ago. I think I sent that to him when he was first starting, and glad to see him kind of just trying out the different competitive angles. Yeah, I'll go first. So let's go ahead and we can question first, or we could concerted efforts, pass. I kind of like just putting this Wild Incarnation right into play. Just put it in and start swinging. A couple different ways to do that turn. You could have just played question and done nothing. That way you get a free draw. You can play concerted efforts, try to grab something good off that. Opponent's still learning the game a bit, so he's going to have some questions here or there. All right. Just going to put some stuff in the graveyard, see if you can get lucky, get some synergy pieces. Wow, I'm going to take 6. Yeah, so 2 Death Rattle totems. So just take some damage. Got it. So I do want to race my opponent here. Let's not play too slowly. We can draw a card off this question and then leave up concerted efforts. Maybe that's the play. Let's do that now. Swing for one more. Pass. Hey cat, what's up? Right, it's only turn 1, so no, we're not under a lot of pressure quite yet. We'll give our opponent a chance to do some setup. See what he's got. All right, there's a protector. Looks like I'm going to have to kill that one. Yeah, you got it. This Chew Toy is going to be big at some point. We're going to save this for probably one of these totemic animations. There's plenty of card advantage spells he has. We have to beat through a bunch of dumb protectors. Okay, do we want a natural order to kill a thing or a regrowth to heal back? We're showing that we already need... We're going to be taking a bunch of damage, so the regrowth has some potential. Natural order is a nice 1-for-1 for anything that we miss with Chew Toy. Or, oh, that's not a feral charge. That's Chew Toy. Ooh, that's a confusing one. That card's way worse. Regrowth does not give us card advantage. It does give us a path away from lots of burn. Although natural order seems like it is going to be so important versus some cards in his deck. There's another Chew Toy. Not really the ideal card here. So let's get a Forces in play, just kill this token. Pass. Okay, I know we just threw away our... Oh, I thought it was a 2-1. Oh, this is the 1 health thing. Right, this is a 2-2. Oops. I guess I should have done that differently then. Oh well, it's done. Didn't really want to see that one. Alright, I'll have to natural order that next turn. We doing nothing here? I think I'd rather get this cat form down. Just flash it in. Like I should have done that during my turn, so this is bad play. It is what it is. Okay, so we'll just pop this totem now. If we can. Let's run our guy into that totem. All right, take 2. And then we're going to pay 2. Go ahead and natural order the urn. Good, that worked out. And let's go ahead and complete this quest. Draw a card. Complete this quest. Draw a card. Pass back. Okay, we have cleared the board. We've taken 10. We still have a regrowth now. Our opponent has a much higher end game than us, so our end game is get a bunch of forms and play and attack multiple times. We'll have to see if we can get there. Our opponent isn't exactly low on resources. I think I'll just leave this in play, though. I don't really want to enable him the ability. I'm going to make him work, basically put his own work into that. I thought the protector was a 2/1, so that was my fault. All right, here they come. Here comes the value train. We're going to take 4. Looks like we're going to regrowth here soon, just because we've got a lot of damage. We might have to Intimidating Roar if he does like an Awakening on this thing. Yeah, all right, we'll take our 4. Got it. Not really sure what to do in this case. Our draws aren't exactly stellar. They're not giving us powerful tools. We just have random tools to get outpaced by what he's doing. We can regrowth to heal back some, maybe Intimidating Roar to slow damage. These removal spells are basically awful. Do I want to swing into this totem and then just let him reanimate the totem? That seems pretty bad. But otherwise, he can just earn and put the totem back into play, and that's also equally bad. Hey, chill. Cat's being a little nuts. That's what they do, though. Well, we can swing for 3. No, swing for 4. Maybe I just need to go face here and just hit him in for 4. See if I can stem the bleeding for a bit. Just hang back, play control, then see if we can finish our opponent off with an unexpected burst of damage. So every point of chip damage is going to end up mattering here. And he's got a lot of value engines that I'd like. Casting Innervates isn't really where we want to be. We don't have a sweeper to kill all this stuff. We can slow it down. You hear all the noise you're making, silly cat? Alright, so he can stop a lot of damage. Got it. I mean, I guess I can chew toy that thing. Do I really want to take 4 here? I think I'll just take it. This is going to be like a game-winning play when it happens. Let's regrowth me. I'll heal 4. Alright, that's not a feral charge. Alright, that happens. Then I think at the end of that turn, we're going to have to chew toy. He's got 2 earth, so one of them needs to go away. Then we'll chew toy that one. So just kill that ally. Okay, we took damage. Don't think we're gonna need 3 innervates, so let's put one of these down. No regrowth. We can cat form one of the hits that we get next. We want to innervate now, after we placed our resource face down. That seems like the wrong way to do that. Maybe it's just better to do that on my opponent's turn. We'll just play another one of these. See if we can hit our opponent hard. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like I said, this chip damage is going to matter, so let's let that happen. Pass back. I think we'll go innervate into Intimidating Roar next turn. A lot of things are going to put us close to dead here, so I'm just hoping to try to tempo out a win. We can also Ironbark Cat Form, just stop 2 damage, and then try to Intimidating Roar for a better play the following turn. Oh, that's okay. I'm fine with that card. The card's not going to do anything versus me other than stop some damage. I'm actually pretty happy to... let's Ironbark Cat Form that damage. Oh, do we have a... Oh, another Wind Shear. Alright, that's fine. This dies. So that means we're going to take 4 damage here. I could chew toy one of these away. Is that a good use of my mana? I think I prefer to roar down his board now. There, I don't want to take any damage. Opponent has 14 health left. We have the ability to do a lot of damage this turn. So let's see if we can squeeze out a win. We're going to lead with Innervate. Opponent's tapped out. Let's discard this thing. Is there anything we want to get with Ruin? We'll have 3 mana this turn. I can get back an Intimidating Roar. That's an important play. Alright. Okay, again, opponent has 14 health, effectively 16 with this armor. So 16 health. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage at the moment. If we place resource and then claw and fist style, that gives us assault 1. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will give us assault 3 on its own. So that's 3 more to our 6 attack. And that's basically an insignificant amount. Otherwise, we can ruin or recall this regrowth and cast it next turn, or we can ruin or recall this Intimidating Roar, save another 4 damage. There's lots to do here. We can just bash, tap a thing. So won't be able to win from that damage this turn. Yeah, opponent has 16 health. We can do Well, I guess we go ahead and place our quest. We know that's what we want to do. Just trying to see if I can do 16. If I put a bash into play, that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4 times 2, so that's 8, plus 9, 10, plus 11, 12. I just don't think I have enough to win this turn. Don't think I can lethal you. So I think I just leave up my control tools here, and then I can ruin or recall something good next turn if that ends up being the play. Yeah, we can just bash something down for a turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll lose to that. Yeah, I think I'll have to ruin or recall and get back this thing. Yeah, so we'll swing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and he takes 6 of it. All right, now we've got a lot of paths that I don't think my opponent can just get out of, unless he has like a timely Squall Totem. Oh, yeah, that's pretty bad if he puts a bunch of those good ones into play. Dang, so there's 3. We have 6 health. I have Intimidating Roar. He's got a lot of ways to kill me, so we'll see if Intimidating Roar is good enough to, we have, I think we have him dead, and then we can Intimidating Roar. We made a mistake or two this game. But that's why I just wanted to go for just basically like tempo into damage and see if we can get there. Some of these Claw and Fist just a little bit slow. A lot of these forms are just a little bit awkward. If I had the Ursox Fury to untap me a couple times, then that's where we get our OTKs pretty quick. But we drew a number of different pieces and just had to make use of them. Maybe I should have Chew-Toyed the token a long time ago. Okay, my opponent's questing. That's a very good sign for us. That means if he picks up a Totemic Awakening, we die. And if it's not that, then I think we live. Pretty simple. We can Chew-Toy a Protector out of the way. So yeah, if we just lose. Oh, he didn't draw it. I think that's game then. Unless my opponent has a Squall Totem, but now we've got a Feral Charge, so we're happy to play that game. One, two, three. So we're swinging for 8. He blocks 2 of it. And we can actually flash and bash and flip our hero. So that's going to be what we do here. Okay, let's see. It's 10 exactly. So we've got exact lethal through the armor. Alright, that was fun. A 4-mana card in play. Yeah, my opponent had a number of top decks that just pushed me out of the game. He had to pay 3 to draw a card. That's just really not what you want to be doing at that point in the game. Alright, well, I'm glad we navigated a win there. That was not easy. What do we want now? I do have some graveyard quests, so I think they do kind of have to come in here. 1, 2, 3. We got to have all 3. What are we going to cut? I will cut a Worthy. This card is particularly bad versus Shaman, so I'm going to just cut one. We're bringing in some other quests anyways. Intimidating Roars worked. You know, 1-mana Squall Totem, basically. And it's way worse than Squall Totem in a lot of ways. Still sideboarding. Man, Berserk seems bad. Let's just get rid of Berserk. There's one. Maybe even just get rid of... So we just drop down to 1 copy left. So that card seems like it basically doesn't do anything under any board state. I don't like the card. After playing the list, I would probably just kind of chuck it out of here. Ironbark Cat form was fine. I could see wanting to put that in main deck. I don't know what to cut for it. All right, it's game 2. We got a 4-quest hand with a Chew Toy, which doesn't do anything. Berserk, which is just such a bad card. We got a bunch of quests. Now this card's just really bad too. So this is a very slow control hand. I don't know that I want to use this hand. I think I'll mulligan this. It just doesn't do anything. It's just all quests and like cards I don't want. There's the one of Berserk. It's back. All right, opponent is Ring of Blood Wormwell Champion. Throw some stuff in the yard. Get a Wind Shear, Wave Storm, and a Calamities. No 1-drops, so we're good. Let's arrange this hand. That's probably going to be a resource. There's a Chew Toy and a Feral Charge. Let's not confuse them. They both have a bear or a druid doing a thing. Get a Regrowth, a Natural Order, Intimidating Roar. These cards are all fine. Sure. You now have a 2/2 Protector. He's in. A resource will likely be a Berserk. Don't think I've actually given this card a chance yet. It's pretty slow. You can see why I haven't given it a chance yet. Doesn't even do anything if you don't have a form. There you go. Pass it back. The hero flip has not had a clutch moment yet, and I don't think it's really contributed to lethal yet either. I've always had enough cards and mana to just play other forms out. So this deck is not ideal. There's still a lot of deck construction left, but once these things get nerfed, I don't think this deck's playable anymore. It's feral. Like it was not good to begin with. Sure. You got an urn. I think I'll just go ahead and put a Regrowth in. I don't have any damage on me. Maybe, I mean, do I try that? Should I try this Berserk? I can draw some cards here, throw a Berserk in. We need bear form, huh? He's not attacking, he's just leaving up his Protector. Don't have a lot of ways to get cat form. I just don't think this card's going to do anything. So let's go ahead and complete one of these. Draw one of my opponent's end step. And I think I'll use this time to just go ahead and put a Regrowth in play. Is that right? It's not even going to heal or do anything. Doesn't seem right. Okay, I won't. Let's just draw a card for our turn. Alright, Berserk it is. Berserk, you are now in the bin. Here you go. You're down there. That's our resource. And for our 3 mana... Oh, let's just natural order now. I hope my opponent doesn't have an amazing Totemic Awakening like combo bonkers turn. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that require a form. No, 5. But we have our investments next turn to start making that happen. Maybe my opponent has learned enough that he's got a Calamity, he's ready to just blow this thing up, which is appropriate. All right, there's the fire one. At least we got rid of the urn right away. No value from that. That's where the deck really goes off. We do have Scourges later on, so we can... Alright, so we're going to take some damage here. 4 to 6. What you got? Yep. Got hit with some tokens here. Now next turn our regrowth can get some value back. Alright. Well, it's looking intimidating, I guess. That's the draw. So we can draw, go up to 9, drop a resource, go down to 8. Then just play this out, and we just have a bunch of stuff that needs forms. And a feral charge that I'm just not close to enabling yet. So I think we just take damage. So we go up to 9 if we do this, down to 8. Yeah, so let's do this now then. Okay, there we go. We know about it. Do I want a removal spell or the third one of these? I think the third one is... I just don't know how useful the third one will be. We have 2 more. That's enough to make some decisions for now. We'll play Vestments Go. I actually need to get a bear form from this rather than a wild incarnation. We have too many cards that require a form. We have certainly reached the point, though, where we are... You know, our hero flip has got some merit to it now if we can gain the mana back. This might be a Nourish regrowth game where we just try to out-heal what my opponent's doing and see if 2 armors is enough to get there. So if that is the case, a Squall Totem. Alright, I'm Squall Totemed. My hero's tapped. Okay, she's going to draw some cards here. She's going to draw 3. Alright, looks like he's looking for an answer for this thing. And meanwhile, it's beaten down. And not swinging with this 2-2, so we probably could be at 12. Maybe 16 if this thing was hitting. It's a lot of pressure from a little 2-2, 12. Maybe 14 would have been correct. We can regrowth into regrowth. That's like unstoppable damage-wise. It's gonna take a lot of work to get out of double regrowth. We just talked about needing a bear form. And there's also a wild incarnation that we could guarantee. Just get it in now. The Ursox Fury does actually nothing. A lot of choices here. Probably want to regrowth on our turn, leave up Feral Charge for something. That's 4 mana right there. So maybe we want to get our Ursox Fury in now so that we have a guaranteed bear form thing. There. lots of choices. I'm not that great at some of these control choices, so I think we're just gonna... I could tap, put an incarnation into play. Nah, let's just tell him to go. We'll just put all of it on him. He's outdrawing us here as far as just volume. He's got more stuff all over the board. We're slow to climb back with vestments, but we have a plan. Okay, does that interrupt the flow? What'd you get? A Wind Shear, the Raging Earth Elemental Totem, and a small Earth Ellie Totem. So he's going to have some of his reanimation spells here soon. And we don't have a... Sure, let's just let him hit in. Or we can... we could Intimidating Roar his board now. Save some life, but... I'm just going to let this stuff through. We have some other instant speed stuff that we'd like to cast later. We have the heals to work on to break through some of this. Alright, opponent says pay 2 Ancestral. What's he targeting? Alright, he's going to... So, Wave Storm. Okay, he's got all the totems in play then. I think that's going to be fine. That's fine. It's doing value things. So we're going to see if what we have here is enough to actually work against it. We can Chew Toy this Wavestorm Totem back into the graveyard so it doesn't tap our... so it doesn't eat our vestments. Although in a way I almost want to... That's fine if it taps my vestments. What are we doing with our mana? Because we want to do two things that we can get a Nourish. So Regrowth is one. We're going to pay 2. We can Chew Toy. I don't even know what to Chew Toy at this point. If we Chew Toy the Wave Storm, then we don't have to redeploy the armor. Alright, this is our control plan. We're going to heal up. So we're going to heal a bunch here. 4 plus 5 is 9. Looking for an even card. We got a Hibernate. I'll take it. Let's see. That goes to the bottom. That goes to the bottom. So that goes back into our hand. Untap. Let me move this stuff out a little bit so we can kind of see what's going on here. Alright, well, we're running that damage race. Suddenly. And we put our opponent into a position where he can't really do any damage. So this seems good to me. No graveyard hit yet, so we're not ahead in that part of the fight. Intimidating Roar, maybe it's time to get rid of... Or maybe a Chew Toy, like who cares? Just kill a thing. These tap a board. I don't think I'll need those, actually. Those are nice tempo tools, but we're doing just fine without that. Nothing unnatural. There's really nothing to do this turn. I think I'll just play back, get some type of counter on my investments, and tap it. Nice long games here. It's interesting. Lots of decisions. Never had to claw my way back from like a feral druid's perspective. It's very interesting. Just heal, 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 and then try to double, triple swing. Interesting suite of removal here. Investments are really the whole point of the deck, so I'm hoping it can kind of pull its weight while the feral, the power of the feral cards just kind of lack behind. If my opponent goes all in and kills his investments, which I really want him to put some resources into this so I can just get another one. Sure. So my opponent gets another 2/2 protector. Alright, multiple protectors. I don't really care about any of these allies. Like, we're going to heal 6 a turn for the rest of the game, so the damage just no longer matters. This is going to be a like big OTK, permanence matter type of board. Oh, Calamity's Grasp, okay. Oh, okay, so, alright, so he's... I think we're just going to let that interplay. Okay. Alright, so he's discarding the Tomb, and with that on the stack, we can do something to... So let's do this. It's instant speed here. What do we want to do? I just need to do something to kill an ally, something like that. Are there any more of those big 4-drop fire totems down here? No, so that would be the ideal target. I don't know that I want to help him with that by giving him the best one to reanimate, although he already has plenty of reanimation targets. Oh, we can hibernate it. That's probably a good idea. Let's just get it out of play. So let's hibernate it. We'll put that into his resource row. Then we'll go over to our sideboard. And now we'll give ourselves a Wild Incarnation. Let our opponent 2-for-1 himself. He's got a weapon in play now. We are starting to build an offense of our own. Plus we have another armor in hand. Now we've got a Feral Charge in case he plays a card that I care about. Yeah, that's fine. This damage it doesn't matter. It all goes away. He's going to get to the point where he can actually do about 8 or 10 a turn, and then he can actually put maybe 4 or 6 damage a turn on me. We can natural order that away, but I don't care about that either. The only card I care about is the Totemic Animation. That's the best card, and that's what I'm holding up a Feral Charge for. So we're just not using our mana this turn, pretty much. Ah, there's the Innervate. Can't Innervate and investments. Gonna heal all that damage away. Our regrowth, and now we can just slam this investment, and I think it's gonna go a long way. Intimidating Roar, Feral Charge, Chew Toy. I think Chew Toy is the one I don't care about at this point. Kills a single ally. Just not interesting to me. We'll just investments and pass. It's the name of the deck, basically. This is a Feral deck, but it's more like a investments. By the way, I'm in Feral. You can't tell because I have this cool armor, but you know we are a bear. Maybe it's a bear wearing the armor. Like I don't know how it works. That's your typical Druid main. This guy can definitely draw like 8 this turn. Jeez, that's scary. Yeah, that's fine. You get some guys. My opponent has a wall of protectors. This is going to have to do some work this game. It's funny, that card Berserk actually might have been okay here. Oh, maybe if my opponent attacks, maybe I throw a Berserk into play so I just draw a ton. He's totally not expecting that. I am all for that plan. Let's turn Berserk into a good card. Pretty funny. I'll take it. And I mean, I expect some 2/2s to attack here. I took the card out of the main deck, put it in the side, and now I want to import it in. There it is. There we go. Draw a card. We're in bear form. And if we get a cat form in play, then we can attack his hero, make him discard. We're drawing a bunch now. Now we've got some late game. Oh yeah. Take 2. Draw a card. Take 2. Draw a card. Take 2, draw a card. Alright. This is going to be the... oh, it's this card targeting Wavestorm. Interesting. I'm okay with that. Sure, you get a Wavestorm. Alright. I have really nothing for the end of my opponent's turn there. I think I will. I'm happier to keep that Feral Charge in my hand rather than to spend it there. Interesting. So we do get to untap here. I don't have a lot of instant speed cards. We could instant speed Innervate on this. We have plenty of cards though. Which seems weird. Yeah. So we'll put that in my hand and then heal 6. And we'll draw. Okay. I don't know if I can beat... I don't know, what's he have, a Squall Totem or something? Alright, we have to do some math here with this many cards in our hands. Kind of nuts. I think we could Scourge right now. Just eat the whole graveyard. That's one plan. Or we just leave up Scourge for the rest of the game. 7, go to 8, so we'll be at 8. I think I like that. Let's just get our Scourge in play, and we can play the Vestments back out. So there it is, it's in play. And maybe we can just do like an Incarnation or something to... well, we have a Feral Charge still, so let's go ahead and just play the Vestments right back out. We don't really need any more card draw now that Berserk has drawn us a ton. There it is. Got our Vestments back. We'll play a Wild Incarnation. Give ourselves an additional attack. We're really not attacking yet. I comprehend that. 3 mana left. Bunch of cards in hand. Maybe we'll pay 1 more. Do another Wild Incarnation. There it is. Now it's in play. Okay, we've put ourselves in a very grindy control advantage where we're going to be able to, I think, tap down our opponent's board next turn with Intimidating Roar and just OTK him. So we've got 1, 2, 3 times 4, maybe 5. Plus untapping, plus we have another one here. Lots of draw power going back and forth. And both of our decks have some grind and some in-game potential, but I think I have some powerful tools in place. We have a Scourge that he can see, and then I have a Feral Charge, which he does not know about. We're bound to draw into some more Feral Chargers. I think there's a bunch more. There's 3 more in the bottom 37. Oh, here we go. It's time to draw. Take 2. Draw. Making fun of this card, and it actually ended up working out. Take 2. Draw. Take 2. Draw again. Alright, we got 15. Opponent's going to swing for 2. Let's take 2. And draw. There's another Feral Charge. Alright, this is pretty interesting. Obviously, I have a ton of stuff in my hand. So let's Vestments now. The way I see this turn going, I'm going to Intimidating Roar in his turn with Feral Charge to counter his counter. That way I can just do like insane damage. Pretty much the play. We can do another Wild Incarnation or another Ursox Fury. The second Ursox Fury should give us just a little too much potential to tap my opponent's board, or tap myself out quite a few times. Goes down to 3. And then really nothing with our leftover mana, funny enough. Let's eat your graveyard now. Instead of doing it in response, that opportunities come and go. Opponent left up a bunch of mana with those worthies, so it tells me he's got like multiple counters or something. We'll heal 6, then draw a card. Okay, we got some riches, don't we? Well, our play was to... Let's start off with Intimidating Roar your board. And I have 2 Feral Charges. Okay, that beats 1 Wind Shear. Does he have another? Neat. Well, we did have to navigate a win there. We just kind of sat back, out-healed, got insane value off this, got insane value off the Berserk. So this deck is an engine that needs to get multiple engines in place together, but you can see the potential here. We're about to swing for, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe activate our hero, that's 6. 6 times 3, 18, untap, do it again, untap, do it again. So, yeah, that one can do it. Yeah, that would have been a nice 3 for 1, blow up my healing. Yeah, Nourish into Regrowth basically just turns off all aggressive damage. It just undoes all the damage they've done. And then the Berserk drew me ridiculous amount of cards. Cool. So that was our play. Was tap your board, protect this card with Feral Charges, and then basically just OTK you. Even though we can get little chip damage in here and there, we swang to the control match pretty heavily and just decided, let's just heal all your damage away, all your attacks don't mean anything, and then OTK you. So combo control. But one investment's tap at a time. Well, this is another player who's pretty new to the community, so I'm glad to see him here. He's got a nice competitive totems list. I didn't see Totemic Awakening very much, which is the best card in the deck. Hopefully I wasn't too slow, but there were a lot of things that I lose to, so I'm just trying to... It looks like I do have the inevitability, so I just had to find the path to get there. And I don't know if investment's going to remain the same the whole time, so we'll get some fun out of it while we can, and then, yeah, I don't know how good Feral Druid's going to be once that card loses. It's the point of the deck, basically. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.